Welcome to Bali, the island of gods, a destination filled with breathtaking landscapes, rich culture, and unforgettable experiences. Join us on this incredible 8-day journey across the island, exploring temples, beaches, and hidden gems. Whether you're planning your first trip or looking for inspiration, this video has you covered. We arrived in Bali in the evening and were welcomed with a beautiful garland ceremony. After a smooth transfer, we checked into our hotel for a relaxed first night. Tomorrow, the real adventure begins. Our second day in Bali started early with an exciting journey to Tanah Lot, one of the island's most famous and breathtaking sea temples. The drive itself was an experience. Winding roads lined with lush rice fields and small Balinese villages. The energy of Bali in the morning is something truly special. Tanah Lot, which means land in the sea, is perched dramatically on a rocky island just off the coast. It's believed to have been built in the 16th century by a Hindu priest named Dangyang Nirartha. According to legend, he meditated here and declared it a holy site, after which the temple was constructed. Over the years, it has become a symbol of Bali's rich spiritual and cultural heritage. One of the most fascinating beliefs about this place is that it's guarded by sacred sea snakes that live in the caves beneath the temple. These snakes are said to protect the temple from evil spirits and intruders. If you're feeling brave, you can actually visit one of the caves where the priests will let you see them up close. But the highlight of our visit? The snake show. Right outside the temple, we found a local snake charmer who let us hold a massive snake. At first, I was nervous, but it was such a thrilling experience. If you ever visit Tanah Lot, I highly recommend trying this. It's completely safe and the locals will guide you through the process. Remember to visit during low tide for better access and the best views. If you visit during high tide, you might find the temple closed. With the sound of waves in the background and the temple standing strong against the sea, we ended our day with a deep sense of peace and appreciation for Bali's beauty and spirituality. What an unforgettable experience. After soaking in the beauty of Tanah Lot, we headed to a luwak coffee plantation, where we got to experience the world-famous luwak coffee. Here, we learned about the unique process of making this premium coffee. From the civet cat selection of the finest coffee cherries to the careful roasting process, we indulged in a coffee tasting session, savoring the rich and smooth flavors of various local blends, including vanilla, coconut, and traditional Balinese coffee. The lush surroundings and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee made this a delightful stop on our journey. Post our coffee experience, we returned to our hotel to unwind. The afternoon was spent relaxing by the pool, soaking up the Balinese sun, and enjoying some refreshing drinks. Later, we explored the nearby shopping markets, where vibrant stalls offered everything from handicraft souvenirs and Balinese textiles to stylish beachwear and jewelry. The atmosphere was lively, with street performances and local vendors adding to the charm. It was a perfect mix of culture, relaxation, and shopping, making it a memorable day in Bali. We started our day bright and early to make the most of our time in Ubud. After having the complimentary breakfast and a quick coffee to wake us up, we headed straight into our first adventure, an exhilarating ATV ride through the wild trails of Bali. The early morning air was refreshing as we revved up our ATVs and headed through 5 tunnels, each offering a unique view of Bali's dense jungle. The muddy trails were a challenge, but so much fun as we splashed through thick mud and rice fields. Some tunnels were narrow and covered with vines, adding an adventurous twist to the ride. This was definitely an experience to remember. After the muddy adventure, we moved on to river rafting. We hopped onto a boat and paddled through the river, surrounded by dense tropical rainforest and stunning waterfalls. But this wasn't your typical rafting experience. This was adventurous, with some dangerous currents that tested our skills and nerves. The river's rapids were intense, with high-speed waters pushing us through rocky stretches, and we had to paddle with all our strength just to stay afloat. As if the rapids weren't enough, we also spotted crocodiles in the river. Our guide warned us to stay alert, and the sight of those reptiles in the water added a whole new layer of excitement and a little fear to the experience. But the whole experience felt like we were floating through paradise. Despite the challenges, it was such a rush. The force of the water and the unpredictability of the currents kept us on the edge throughout the whole trip. But that's what made it so unforgettable. The most thrilling experiences of our time in Bali. Our next stop took us to the serene highlands of Betkul, where we found the beautiful Ulundanu temple, one of Bali's most iconic temples. Nestled on the shores of Lake Bratan, this stunning temple is dedicated to Devi Danu, the goddess of water, and is surrounded by lush greenery, misty mountains, and calm waters. It almost feels like stepping into a fairy tale. The Ulundanu temple is not just a religious site, but also a stunning piece of architecture, with its multi-tiered pagodas rising above the lake. We took a peaceful stroll around the temple grounds, enjoying the cool mountain air and the tranquil beauty of the place. The reflection of the temple on the calm lake water added to its charm, making it an incredible sight for any photographer. After soaking in the serenity of the temple, we headed to one of Bali's most Instagrammed spots, the Handara Gate. Known for its towering stone pillars and breathtaking backdrop of mountains and greenery, it's a photographer's paradise. Walking through the gates felt like we were entering another world, one of lush nature, towering trees, and cool mountain air. The Handara Gate is famous for its symmetry and the way it frames the stunning landscape, making it an essential stop for anyone visiting Bali. We couldn't resist taking some iconic photos here to remember the moment. After our visit to the Handara Gate, we continued our journey through the beautiful highlands of Betkul. Along the way, we stumbled upon a hidden gem, a strawberry farm right by the roadside, nestled among the lush hills. The farm was vibrant with ripe strawberries, and the friendly staff welcomed us with the sweetest, juiciest, fresh strawberries we had ever tasted. We couldn't resist grabbing a strawberry milkshake, which was absolutely refreshing after the adventurous day we'd had so far. Sitting at the farm, enjoying our delicious milkshakes, we were treated to some of the best views of the valley below. The lush greenery surrounding us and the cool mountain breeze made it an unforgettable experience. It was the perfect break to relax, recharge, and enjoy the simple pleasures of Bali. The combination of fresh, locally grown strawberries and the panoramic views of the hills made this stop extra special. It's the kind of hidden spot you wouldn't expect, but it adds a sweet touch to any Bali adventure. Our journey to Nusa Penida began bright and early in the morning. We were picked up from our hotel and driven Serangan Harbour. The boat ride from the harbour to Nusa Penida took about 45 minutes to an hour, and the journey was an adventure in itself. With the turquoise waters and the beautiful islands in the distance setting the tone for the day. Once we arrived, we met our local driver who would guide us around the island. The roads on Nusa Penida are quite rugged, but the breathtaking views made it all worth it. Our first stop was Broken Beach, famous for its natural arc and stunning rock formations. It's a true marvel of nature, where the ocean crashes against the cliffs, creating a unique and dramatic landscape. We took a short walk around the area, soaking in the beauty and capturing some amazing photos. Next, we made our way to Angel's Billabong, a natural infinity pool formed by tide pools and rock formations. The crystal clear water and the peaceful setting made it an incredible stop to take in the natural beauty of Nusa Penida. Our journey continued to Kelingking Beach, one of the most iconic spots on the island. As we arrived, we were completely awestruck by the dramatic cliffs towering over the crystal clear waters. The view from the top was absolutely mind-blowing. You might recognize this spot from photos. It's famous for its T-Rex shaped cliff. But be warned, while the view from the top is a paradise, the descent down to the beach is a whole different challenge. We decided to attempt the descent to the beach, but the steep path was a bit too risky for us. It's a difficult and dangerous climb, and the path can be slippery, especially after rain. If you're thinking of going down, make sure you bring good shoes with a strong grip, plenty of water, and ensure you're prepared for a challenging trek. For those who are adventurous and fit, this could be an incredible experience, but it's definitely not for the faint of heart. Always be cautious and take your time when descending. If you prefer safety, it's best to enjoy the beach from above. The view is just as stunning. After soaking in the incredible views, we headed to Crystal Bay, a beautiful beach with white sand and clear blue waters. It's the perfect place to swim, relax, and take in the tropical surroundings. Our final stop for the day was Diamond Beach, another breathtaking location with the towering cliffs and turquoise waters. The view from above was absolutely stunning, and while the descent is quite steep, those who make the journey down are rewarded with a pristine, untouched paradise. It was an adventure-packed day, filled with stunning landscapes, thrilling experiences, and unforgettable memories. We started our day with hearty breakfast at our hotel before heading to the famous Bali swing. This was an absolute thrill. Swinging high above the jungle with breathtaking views of the lush greenery below felt both exhilarating and surreal. The swings come in different heights, from 10 meters to 78 meters, making it an exciting experience for everyone. We also checked out the bird's nest and the floating beds, which were perfect for capturing stunning Instagram-worthy shots. After 2 hours of enjoying the swing and the views, we set off for our next adventure. Next, we arrived at the Ubud Monkey Forest, home to over 1,000 mischievous monkeys. As soon as we stepped in, we were greeted by playful monkeys jumping around, climbing trees, and even hopping onto people. Holding onto our belongings was a must because these cheeky little guys love snatching sunglasses, hats, and even phones. Beyond the monkeys, the forest itself was mesmerizing. Ancient temple ruins covered in moss, giant banyan trees, and a peaceful jungle atmosphere. We spent a good 2 hours here, wandering through the beautiful pathways, watching the monkeys interact and soaking in the magical surroundings. Also, the monkey selfies is a must-try here. Next, we made our way to Tigengan Waterfall, one of Bali's most famous waterfalls, surrounded by lush jungle. The sound of rushing water grew louder as we approached, and once we reached the viewpoint, we were absolutely blown away by the sight. A massive cascade of water plunged into a natural pool below, creating a refreshing mist in the air. We hiked down the steps to the base of the waterfall, where we could feel the cool spray on our faces and even take a dip in the pool. It was the perfect spot to take a break, cool off, and capture some stunning shots of Bali's natural beauty. Then, it was time for a well-deserved lunch. We drove up to Kintamani, where we had lunch with one of the most breathtaking views of the trip, Mount Batur and Lake Batur right in front of us. The buffet-style meal was delicious, offering a variety of Balinese dishes like nasi goreng. Eating with such an incredible panoramic backdrop made the experience even more special. After lunch, we stopped by the Penelokan viewpoint, the best spot to take in the grandeur of Mount Batur, an active volcano. The view was absolutely stunning. As the late afternoon set in, we made our way to Tagalalang rice terraces, arriving just in time for the golden hour. This place looked straight out of a postcard. The lush green terraces stretched endlessly, showcasing the traditional Subak irrigation system, which has been in use for over 2,000 years. Walking through the terraces was such a peaceful experience, with small trails leading to different viewpoints. We stopped at a cozy cafe overlooking the terraces, sipped on a fresh coconut, and simply took in the beauty of the landscape as the sun set over the fields. With that, our day came to an end and we headed back to our hotel, feeling absolutely amazed by all the places we explored. We began our day with an exciting underwater adventure, the sea walk. After breakfast, we headed to the beach, boarded a boat, and set off toward the middle of the sea. Once there, we geared up with special helmets that allowed us to breathe underwater, making it possible to explore the ocean floor without any scuba diving experience. The moment we stepped onto the ocean floor, we were surrounded by colorful tropical fish swimming effortlessly around us. It was an incredible experience to walk on the seabed, observe marine life up close, and even feed the fish as they gathered in vibrant schools. The clear blue waters and the peaceful underwater atmosphere made it an unforgettable start to the day. Right after our sea walk, we jumped into another fun activity, the banana boat ride. Strapped into our inflatable banana-shaped raft, we held on tight as the speedboat zoomed across the waves, creating thrilling twists and turns. It was raining that day, and the splashes, the speed, and the excitement of almost tipping over made it a fun-filled adventure and the perfect way to continue the morning's energy. After all the water sports fun, we took a short boat ride to Turtle Island, a conservation sanctuary dedicated to protecting endangered sea turtles. Here, we saw turtles of all sizes, from tiny hatchlings to massive fully grown ones. The caretakers shared insights into the conservation efforts, and we even got the chance to hold and feed the turtles. The sanctuary also housed other rescued animals, including colorful birds, iguanas, monkeys, and snakes, making it an educational and interactive experience. The peaceful surroundings and the effort to protect Bali's marine wildlife made this visit truly special. As the afternoon set in, we made our way to Uluwatu Temple, one of Bali's most iconic sea temples. Perched on a 70-meter high cliff overlooking the Indian Ocean, the temple itself was stunning with traditional Balinese architecture, intricate stone carvings, and breathtaking ocean views. We wandered through the temple grounds, watching the waves crash against the cliffs and even spotting some cheeky monkeys along the way. But the real highlight of Uluwatu? The Kesak fire dance at sunset. As the sun dipped below the horizon, we took our seats in the open-air amphitheater, where a large group of chanting men performed the Kesak dance, reenacting the story of Ramayana. The combination of hypnotic chants, dramatic storytelling, and fiery performances created an electrifying atmosphere. With the ocean as the backdrop and the sky turning shades of orange and pink, it was the perfect way to end our Bali adventure on a magical note. After a week of adventure, we slowed things down and spent the day relaxing and soaking in Bali's laid-back vibe. We started the morning with a peaceful stroll along the beach, feeling the soft sand beneath our feet and the ocean breeze in the air. It was the perfect way to unwind and reflect on the incredible experiences from the past few days. Later, we took part in a traditional Balinese offering making class. These offerings, known as Kanang Sari, are a part of Balinese Hindu culture and are placed at temples and homes as a sign of gratitude. Guided by locals, we learned how to weave coconut leaves into small trays and carefully arrange colorful flowers, rice, and incense inside. It was a beautiful and meditative experience, giving us a deeper appreciation of Bali's spiritual traditions. To end the day, we explored some local markets and shops, hunting for handmade souvenirs, traditional crafts, and unique Balinese goodies. From intricate wood carvings and batik fabrics to silver jewelry and aromatic spices, the markets were full of treasures. It was the perfect way to take a piece of Bali back home with us. After a relaxing and culturally rich day, we felt refreshed and grateful for all the experiences this island had to offer. And that's a wrap on our 8-day adventure in Bali. From breathtaking beaches and thrilling swings to exploring temples, indulging in delicious food, and immersing ourselves in Balinese culture, this trip was absolutely unforgettable. Bali truly has something for everyone, Whether you're here for adventure, relaxation, or just soaking in the island's magic. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing travel content. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments which part of Bali is your favorite or where should we explore next. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Until the next adventure, winged pair flying off. See you soon. Bye bye.